Miles Morales signing in to my subscribers. What up? And if you're new around these parts, just stopping by to see how I do things around here, what up? What up? Happy Halloween to everybody out there. As you can see, I'm in my bag, but we about to get into it. I'm about to recap the latest Pivot episode with Charles Woodson, aka the GOAT. So we gonna kick things off. When he was a Heisman candidate, it was Peyton Manning up there. It was Ryan Leaf and Randy Moss, and he was like, I ain't think I was gonna win the Heisman. Peyton Manning had a big campaign of him coming back and him to do big things. So when he won, he was very excited because he really ain't think he was gonna win. You had Randy Moss up there with the big shades on. It just set a different precedence because he was the first defensive player. Matter of fact, he's still the only defensive player to win that award. Every level of football that Charles Woodson played on, he excelled from high school to college and the NFL. We all know that. When he was in college at Michigan, he was ready to quit off the football team. He was like, one day he wasn't feeling well. He told a trainer, he let him know like, hey man, my back hurt, I ain't feeling well. So he went out there to the practice field and the coach was looking at him like, why you ain't dressed out? He was like, oh, I talked to the trainer and I let him know I'm not gonna dress out today because I ain't feeling good, my back hurt. So the coach told him to put some clothes on, get dressed out. So he got dressed out and he kept on his regular shoes, so he came back out there. Came back out. And how about the coach got on him again? The coach was told him, man, put on some cleats. So he went back in the locker room, put on the cleats. So he was out there just watching again. And the coach just singled him out again. He was over there like talking about the practice with one of his teammates. And the coach was like, hey, why you over there lollygagging? He was saying something like that. And he was like, man, coach just keep getting on me. He felt that way. And he was like, man, he just felt a certain type of way about it. Some kind of way after that, the coach told him, you can take it in. You can go to the locker room. So his position coach called him. Like when practice was over, was like, yo, go, I want you to go in there and I want you to apologize to the coach. Just whatever he say, just say you're right. So the coach, he came in there to the meeting with the coach. He was like, that justify you leaving the practice? He was like, yeah. So he was like, boom, you ain't gonna be able to play this week. So he told his position coach. His position coach was like, man, just, go back in there and apologize to him. So he ain't do it. His position coach called his mom. And his mom started talking to me. He was like, man, I'm surprised he got my mom because my mom always working. So mom was like, apologize for me. Since mom said that, he went back in there and he apologized. He was able to be back on the team and do what he needed to do. But he had some yes men, some of them yes teammates in his ear like, yo, they was like, yeah, I'm gonna leave with you too. I'm gonna go to Miami with you. Bro, that's messed up, I'm gonna go. But some kind of way, he stuck through it and he was able to turn into the GOAT that we see today. The next thing we go talk about is he just admired his mom so much. He come from a single parent household. His mom raised him and his brother. And he just was talking about the way his mom just one of them people. She get it done. Hear his mom crying. But no matter what, she'll get up and make things work to be able to provide for her family. So that's one of the things. He got his work ethic from his mom. While he was playing, he played 18 years in the NFL. And Reggie Bush seen him. He was playing. Reggie Bush, they both was walking in the tunnel. He said, what up, Heisman? And then Reggie Bush was like, man, you like an urban legend. That had me rolling because like, dang, he been around a long time. And he was like, one of the pivotal moments in his career was when he left Oakland and he got a chance to play for Green Bay. He was like, man, I'm getting older And they looking at me in a funny light because out there in Oakland, they played a lot of man-to-man. So he was like, teams probably was looking at him like he getting older, he getting washed up. So when he got to Green Bay, he was able to revitalize his career. And he had 8 interceptions that year. And also they won the Super Bowl. So that was a dope experience for him. And big shout out to one of my associates, Anthony Levine, co-cap. He had a chance to sit behind Charles Woodson and learn the game from him. So I know he was able to pick up a lot of things and absorb a lot of good information from the GOAT. Green Bay, everything came together. But he just moving on to a different career and doing different things. He the main whiskey at the Oakland Raiders Stadium. Let me know below in the comments, have you tasted his whiskey and how it tastes? You could tell he think on a different mindset, where when he was talking about, man, he broke so many parts of his body, he broke his leg. And he was even out there in the playoff game still playing, trying to make it work. So that just made me think like, man, the player at a high level like this, and he feel like him being broken up with a broken leg, he still could perform better than a lot of people at 100% that he go play against and still be, an instrument to help his team win. He just a dope player. And when you think of him, you just gotta think of greatness, because it's still to this day no defensive player that ever won the Heisman. So he's sitting over there by himself right now. So we need some defensive players to come on and, get up there and win the Heisman, do your thing. But that said a lot about his skills and talent, because when I think of the Heisman, I always think of a quarterback, a running back, wide receiver. Them the type of people I think of. Let me know below in the comments your thoughts on Charles Woodson. Is he one of your favorite football players? Until next time, peace.